I was listening to the Joe Rogan Experience today. They were discussing the 80-year-old woman who just finished an Ironman. And Rogan had made a comment that the problem with endurance sports can be that it's all-consuming and it can take over your life. It was funny because I was thinking about that on my run this morning. I ran into a guy last night at the gym. Hadn't seen him in about 12 years, and he was asking me about my life and family and work, and I told him that I've mainly been focused on marathon training for like the last 6 years. And he said, you know what, I'd like to get into running, and started talking about running a little bit. And I also have another buddy of mine who's in his mid-40s, and he's been trying to get into running and do a 10K and potentially doing a half marathon. And I've also had a lot of other people just reach out or discuss it with me that are in that age bracket. And I may be the worst running influencer when it comes to getting into running at that age, because for me personally in my path, as soon as I started, it was just off to the races, and it has become pretty consuming. I'm so focused on time goals and getting faster and trying to get as fast as I can before the point that age catches up and I just can't get any faster. At that point, I'll probably transition into doing some ultras. My point is that it can be all consuming, and for me it has been pretty consuming, where it does take a lot of time, a lot of energy. And I think for people in their 40s, late 30s, that if they're just trying to be healthy, strength training, doing a little bit of cardio, eating healthy is better for just overall health and longevity, and that marathon training and running 70 to 80 miles a week is probably not the best method to just staying in shape. There's easier ways to do it, but for me personally, it's all about the chase and the goal. Staying healthy is obviously a big part of it, but for me, it's the desire to just conquer goals, get faster, and try to see how far I can push myself. And running like a 10K is a gateway drug to running a half marathon. Half marathon leads to a marathon, and next thing you know, you're in it. You're in way too deep.